What's up, Stokers? Before we begin this podcast, I want to let you know we are on tour. Dude, we're going to Appleton, Wisconsin next.
I'm so psyched, dude.
Hell yeah. Oh, and we also have a show at the Hollywood Improv this Thursday at 10:15.
Good lineup.
Yeah. We got Trevor Wallace on the show. What's that Girls Gotta Eat podcast?
Ashley Hesseltine.
Andrew
Collin, very funny guy.
Yeah.
Strider Wilson.
It's going to be a super fun show. 10:15, Hollywood Improv. If you're in LA, check it out. And just go to chatjt.com to get tickets because the tour's fun, the shows are fun, we're cooking.
Yeah. Get ready. No, I'm serious. Get out there, Appleton. We need you. Let's all be in the room together, face to face. Let's do it like humans do.
And then Fort Wayne, Indiana next.
I'm excited for that. I got some friends from high school who are coming out.
Fuck yeah.
And places I've never been.
Yeah.
Like I'll be brand new. Send in recs on where to go. I'm open-minded.
ChadandJT.com. Get your tickets. We're also brought to you by Legends at Rumple. Rumple's on a mission to introduce the world to better blankets. Guys, we have Rumple blankets. They're so sick. They're made with sustainable material. They look sick. You feel sick, and it's made by cool dudes. Built with durable materials typically found in expensive outdoor gear. They're durable, water and stain resistant, ultra packable, and look super sick. So go to rumple.com/GoDeep and enter code GoDeep at checkout to get 10% off your first order.
Bro, you were hustling on that.
Oh, thanks.
You said that shit well.
I like the guys who make Rumple blankets.
They're good guys.
They're buddies with my friend Gabe.
Oh, nice.
And they're just cool dudes.
They're vetted, bro.
Yeah.
They're
so
good dudes.
Stokers, get the Rumple. You just know that cool dudes are behind it.
That makes a world of difference. Because then it feels like one of them is holding you.
Absolutely. Then we got Manscaped is back, baby.
Manscaped's back?
Yeah, shout out to Manscaped. Guys, Father's Day is coming up. Your dad has pubes, and you know they need to be trimmed. So looking for your trims pubed. There we go. I almost forgot it. These are the leaders in below-the-waist grooming. Are you so psyched to have Manscaped back?
I miss them.
Yeah.
What iteration of the trimmer are we at?
4.0 still.
Oh.
I saw a whole Manscaped section at Target.
I mean, dude, their ad budget is like, I don't know, it's like Bezos bankrolled it or something like that.
Dude, yeah. Pubes are in and they're hot and you want to make sure they're trimmed. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GoDeep at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code GoDeep. Make this Father's Day one you won't forget with Manscaped. Let's start the show.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
Man, it's been so long since we've done a solo that I forgot how to intro for a sec. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's no right way to do it, dude.
Right.
Whatever you're feeling, that's the correct way.
I was in a zone where I was like, he said we're going, and I was like, wait, what do I do?
Well, just sit in it. It'll come to you, dude.
All right.
I'm in no rush.
Okay.
For any new listeners, stay patient.
Let's tinkle the not tinkle the taint. Let's tickle the taint. And let's put some Canadian bacon on the grill. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep at Chad JT podcast. I'm here with my compadre, Sean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers.
And we are stoked to be in Melrose Studios once again. What up?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Ari and Abby.
Do you want to say hi? Intro yourself to the listeners.
Oh, I don't have my mic on.
Oh, no?
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
But I am
Next time.
saying what up if you want to tell him.
He said what up. Matt.
Mo. It's
What?
okay.
Why did I think your name was Matt?
Matt?
Yeah.
I come off with Matt.
We're cutting all that. Because we're buddies. Stupid. All right, let's go.
So you got Celsius?
Yeah, I need some caffeine.
Yeah.
I need some pick-me-up.
Yeah. Long day yesterday?
I got drunk yesterday.
I saw that story.
Yeah, I got pretty fucked up.
Oh, you're like more on the more fucked up level.
I've been on a rum springer.
I like it.
The kids are coming. I'm like, this is it. Get it out while you can. And I'm still responsible. Like, I, Ubered home, got home by 6 so I could watch Succession. You two haven't seen it yet.
No.
Insane people.
Yeah. I'm 30 minutes in.
It's good.
Here's my excuse.
It's good.
Here's
It might be perfect.
Really?
Well, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to color
That's
your
awesome.
expectations.
Here's my excuse. Actually, same as you. My lady wanted to watch last week's episode first, but she gets home late, so it was about 11 until we started. No, 11:30 till we started the new one, and it was 12:30. She fell asleep. It was 12:30. I was like, I want to go to bed, so I managed to go to bed because I didn't want to go to bed at 1:30.
Smart.
So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Because you were doing the Murph today,
I was doing the Murph today,
which is a CrossFit workout that people do on Memorial Day.
and you know what, dude? I felt my age today. I got to be honest.
Well, dude, it's a hell of a workout too.
You know, I back in the day, I could do the 100 pull-ups. I did 75, and I had to take off the weighted vest at 20.
That's okay, man. You still did more than most.
It's not okay, dude.
I
Need
mean,
to go on roids.
what would Murph think?
Dude, I don't even want to know, dude.
Taylor Kitsch's character from Lone Survivor, based on a real life dude, Murph, who invented the workout,
Lieutenant Michael Murphy.
who sacrificed his life protecting us. What would he think? I don't know. He'd probably be all right with it.
He'd probably be like, you need to keep doing it
He'd probably want you to finish.
to get back up there.
For sure.
Yeah. But I appreciate you being understanding.
You're going to do steroids?
I think I need juice, yeah.
I started taking the peptides.
Yeah.
They fucked me up, dude. It was
Yeah.
fun. I looked good, I think.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit stronger, but now my shoulder's like a little jacked because I was probably overhead lifting more than is right for my ligaments. And then it made me a little manic,
Right.
which I reached out to doctors and they were like, yeah, that's possible.
Interesting.
Because I take bipolar medication.
Yeah.
Which I've been like weaning off of. And then, so however it combined with the peptides, I was like steamrolling.
Right.
I think even you can hear it on some of the pods.
Really?
Like I always get comments, people are like, hey man, you're kind of talking over people.
Yeah.
Which I do, I'm sorry. But I'm also trying to keep that energy moving. So it's a double-edged sword, my friends.
Yeah.
But I was doing it even more, I think, because I was just coming into every room like, what is up? Let's fucking go.
Right.
But then it wasn't all fun like that. It would tank me for a day.
Interesting.
Like when we were in DC, remember how sick I was?
Yeah.
I was like laying down in between sets and like feeling rough.
That last set, I thought you were going to tip over.
I almost passed out on stage.
Yeah.
So it was fun. This is all part of me getting my chaos out before the kiddos are born.
Dude, because I was talking to my buddy Mikey, and he takes peptides, but he only takes a pill. And I told him, I got the lowdown on what you were taking. I think you were taking too much.
Yeah, didn't he say that's a lot or something?
Yeah, he's like, I take a pill, it's like one, and you're like, I inject 3 different, and I don't even know the fucking.
I started slow. They all have goofy names. I did
Yeah.
CJC 1295, BPC 157, and Copper GKU.
I mean, that's a lot of shit.
I should not have started. At first, I was just doing the BPC, and then these wellness clinics that just want to make money were like, you could feel even better. And I was like, give them
Right.
all to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did get like kind of an addict thrill out of injecting myself.
Yeah.
And then it made me feel like absolute hammered dog shit.
Yeah.
And I had to lay off. I've been off of them for like a week. I do miss it, but I'm feeling much better.
Well, maybe you could try that one pill.
Maybe. I got to find a doctor I really trust.
Yeah.
So I was going to this wellness clinic and then I was following up with them and I was like, yo, I feel like shit. And they're like, you're just tired from travel. I'm like, okay, yeah, probably. And then I called him like a week later and I was like, I've been feeling, and it's not even a doctor. It's like a nurse practitioner or something. And it takes me forever to get a hold of her. I'm like, guys, like I really feel bad. Like, come on, call me back. And she calls me back. She's in Hawaii, which was disconcerting to me for some reason.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, tell me what's going on. And I'm like, I'm dizzy. I'm nauseous. I feel like I'm going to pass out. She's like, feel like you're going to pass out. And then she laughed.
Really?
She laughed at me, dude.
Hilarious.
And I was like, man, I don't mind being disabused of like my like neuroses around health, but considering they were giving me like injectables and I was telling them I was having an adverse response, I expected a little more seriousness in the convo.
Yeah.
But it's too bad because I really wanted to do that stuff, but it's just not. It just doesn't suit my my makeup.
Well, I wouldn't give up yet.
But I tried all 3 without. Like, I did all 3 by themselves.
Really?
I tried them at different times. I really like case studied it as
Yeah.
best I could for a while,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't working. But it was fun to feel manic for a little bit. I haven't felt that way in a long time.
Being manic's cool.
I never had like a full break. Like
Yeah.
I was always pretty together if you talk to me. I just was doing a lot of insane stuff.
Right.
But I felt that like I woke up one time when I was on the peptides at 3 a.m. and my first thought when I opened my eyes was, "You're amazing."
Really?
And then I went, "That's not healthy."
Yeah, yeah.
The other part of my brain went, "Not normal to feel that way." And I woke up with full energy. Like I didn't
Yeah.
wake up, I woke up like, "Pow, you're amazing."
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
That's sort of like Green Goblin shit.
It sounds nice, but you're redlining a bit. And
Yeah.
who knows, maybe some of that was psychosomatic. But since I was injecting myself with all that stuff, I have to attribute some of the intensity and thoughts to that.
Can you sample them? Like we go like maybe like Sundays, peptides day?
I want to, but like I'm busy and stuff. I think, just getting drunk yesterday was probably a better way to get a rush.
Yeah. Did
And
you
a little
have
more
fun?
culturally accepted. And
Did you dance?
I danced a lot. Rachel, our friend who had a party, she's the best because, like, if you don't go to something she invites you to, she's one of those people you really feel like you're letting her down.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, "Hey, I invited you and Chad to this party. I really want you guys to come. Like,
I let her down.
I miss hanging out with you guys. Like, please come." And I'm like, "Fuck, I better go."
Yeah.
But it's always fun when you see her there. Like,
Yeah.
she throws a great party. It was her friend's party, but she invited a bunch of people too. And yeah, I saw Amy Silverberg and Jack Robichaud, some good folks, and then just went home.
Yeah.
Said some crazy shit to my girlfriend, but all pretty fun.
Nice.
Sometimes I just do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna say some wild shit. She handles it so well.
Well, it's that's sort of you like to get crazy shit out there.
I do.
Yeah, and
Makes
stir,
me
you like
feel
to
better.
stir the pot.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, stirring the pot's your thing.
Yeah, I get it from my old man.
Yeah.
He used to just toss grenades into conversation and then just walk away.
Your dad's so funny, dude.
He's funny, dude. He was we had the baby shower. He was like disrespecting people subtly at the baby shower.
I heard. Well, he kind of tried to disrespect Rachel. I heard.
Yeah.
Did she tell you about that?
She told me about it.
That was hilarious.
He picked
But
on
she
where-
gave it back to him.
She can handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to bully Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told her that she went to like a podunk high school.
Yeah.
Even though it has like a 86% like college graduation rate. It's like one of the best public high schools in the country.
Yeah. Wasn't it like for like Laguna?
Yeah, and then my dad was like saying he wanted me to go to a good high school, and I wish I could have chimed in and say, well, I got kicked out of one and almost failed out of the other, and then went to junior college for 5 years. So I'm not sure you picked the best academic route for me. No, it's not his fault, but
Yeah.
it was funny that he would try to big time on that. Yeah, he was picking on my girlfriend about us wanting to live in Pasadena.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, Pasadena. I don't even think he's ever been there.
Yeah.
But he was like, Pasadena, why would you live there? It's like big timing around that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then we went to Ohio.
Ohio was sick. Brought Jake along with us. He's the legend. Hit Cedar Point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got his favorite thing, amusement parks.
Dude, I just love thrills. I love thrills. I love skydiving, roller coasters, big waves.
Point Break without the bank robberies.
Exactly. Point Break without the bank robberies. I like adrenaline. So yeah, Cedar Point, which is kind of known as being like the roller coaster capital of the country. So I was really excited to go there because I've heard about it for years, and it did not disappoint. There's some sick coasters, and I gotta say, it was like school day there, so it was like all kids there, and then me. I fucking pushed them out of the way. I'm like, these are my rides.
You were
kid."
like the oldest, most mature man there.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't feel weird about it at all.
No, you shouldn't.
No. I get my thrills, and that's what's up.
No, and that's like wholesome.
Yeah.
There's like weird stuff that adults do to feel better.
Yeah.
That's better than doing peptides or drinking. Not that it's like a comparison thing, but like
Right.
it's pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Although it did have some deleterious health effects for Jake.
Yeah. So we went on Raptors, our second coaster, and he almost booked. It was tough to watch. I thought he was having a seizure.
It looked pretty intense.
Yeah.
Or at least when you guys were describing it, I was like, that sounds punishing.
Okay, so we were coming in, and I was, because I kind of was like, Jake, we're going. Although he loves roller coasters, I didn't force him. He was excited too. And I look over at him on the roller coaster, and he's going. It was at the end, and I look around and be like, "Wasn't that fucking sick?" And he's like, "Oh." And I was like, because he's talking about his neck was hurting, and I was like, "Jake, are you okay, man?" And I thought he was having a seizure. He like struck a nerve in his neck. I was like, "Oh God, I killed Jake." But he was just trying not to puke. Great guy. I love Jake.
You almost went to a second amusement park.
I
Ohio's
did.
littered with them.
Yeah, dude. Interesting.
You know what cracks me up about Ohio too, and this is
Yeah.
every state and place in America, is like the rivalries between towns. I've really picked up on this since we started touring. Is
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like you'll be in Dallas and you'll mention Austin and they're all like, boo,
Yeah.
boo. And then if you're in like Toledo, they boo like Columbus. And if you're in Columbus, they like boo Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, to someone who's just dropping in for a day or two, they all seem exactly the same. Like they're like, yeah, boo those, snobs in Columbus. And they're like, all those cow kickers in Cincinnati. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
the same, dude. It looks you guys sound and look exactly the same.
Yeah. It's like the same green fields. They're just flat.
Yeah, and then like when we were in St. Louis and we were getting barbecue, they have their opinions about barbecue within St. Louis, but then the Kansas City people are like, it's not even close. Like
Yeah.
Kansas City barbecue is so much better. I'm like, is it though?
Yeah.
Like aren't you guys are getting the same spices and sauces, I'm betting.
Yeah.
We have highways and planes now and recipes online. I don't think we're in the same kind of like tribal difference that we had 300 years ago.
Right. No, it's so true. It all kind of feels the same.
Yeah, if you have pride in where you're from, you might not be from somewhere that great.
Yeah. Good people though.
Dude, yeah.
Great people.
Thanks for steering me that way. The
Yeah.
sweetest people on earth.
Yeah.
So friendly.
Yeah.
Like when we were at the Airbnb in Cleveland, I just come out the door. Every person in the hall was like, what's up? What's up? Hey, how
Yeah.
you doing? Like
Yeah.
just so nice.
Yeah.
And fun. It was the first time in a while I've gone out with stokers after the show. And they're all just lovely people.
I had that in Michigan where it was like three older women were in an elevator and they're like, hey. And I was like, dude, am I fucking...
Well, that might have been something, dude.
No, they were just friendly.
They're just friendly for sure.
Because I asked them, I was like, are you guys trying to bone right now?
Yeah, you got straight to it.
Yeah. And they're like, no, we're just being friendly. I was like, oh, my bad.
It was good crowds, too. Those were fun shows in Ohio.
Yeah, dude. They're great crowds. I love touring.
It is really fun.
Guys, come out to our shows. We had some... Dude, I think our show in, what was it? Columbus. Fire.
Was all-timer.
Keith, shout out Keith. He's an absolute... Or is he your legend of the week?
No.
Okay, so shout out Keith, absolute legend. This guy at the show with his son, single dad, just hammered in the front. Best laugh on earth.
Fun guy.
Yeah.
They were really cool. They were drinking wine.
Mm-hmm.
And he had I have that American flag hat I wear on here sometimes with the fish on it.
Yeah.
He had one. Dude, I have a good idea too.
Yeah.
For like gun control.
Yeah.
That's a little spin off of that. Like, so you know how a lot of Bud Light drinkers were pissed about Dylan Mulvaney being on there? I guess it's a trans person.
Oh, dude, I love where you're going with this.
And then there was some Ford beef.
Yeah.
Because people are upset at Ford now because it's a rainbow Ford in the commercial and it dusts like a traditionally colored Ford. And so now people are like, fuck Ford.
And Target, too.
And Target did something where like the models were...
Had like, you could see their junk or something.
Right. Dude, what if we make guns gay
Yeah.
and then people won't want guns anymore?
Wow.
Like if AR-15s were like a rainbow and then people are like, get that thing out of my hands.
Yeah.
I ain't shooting that.
Yeah.
No, I'm boycotting all AR-15s. From now on, it's just these. Yeah. Can't come paint these.
Yeah.
Can't paint these fists no rainbow. Yeah. And then we wouldn't have gun problems anymore. Just make the guns gay.
It's like Winchester is trans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just paint them all that and be like put pride like emblem into the butt of the gun, and then people will be like, no, man.
Make the tracers rainbow. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, have the gun make like a noise when the bullet comes out, like,
Yeah.
woo!
Yeah.
And people are like, oh man, they ruined it. They ruined our fucking guns. I don't know why. Look, my family owns guns. I'm sorry to throw stones, but like, yeah, that could be a good idea.
They're like, the theme song for all guns is Live in La Vida Loca.
Yeah. Dude, they're going super far with it, dude. Like, did you see like Bass Pro Shops doing something with RuPaul?
No, really?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, damn. You got me there, dude. Dude, I've never seen such good Bass Pro Shops.
They're beautiful, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You ever just drive through a state and see a Bass Pro Shop?
In Ohio?
In Ohio.
No, I've never been.
Or anywhere. They're just beautiful.
Yeah, and
They're amusement parks into themselves.
yeah, it's like they'll have like the Capitol, and I'm like, that's okay, but they'll have a Bass Pro Shop right next to it. Blows it away.
That's where you want to go. That's where they should be having the city council meetings.
Yeah, dude.
It's good stuff. We went out with some stokers after some of the shows. Well, no. Did we get drunk with stokers in...
Columbus?
Yeah, it was just Columbus is where we partied with the stokers.
Yeah.
When we were in Toledo, we just went out, you, me, and Jake. We got some pizzas afterwards.
Toledo. Yes. I'm trying to think. It all is so confusing.
It's a blur.
Toledo. Yeah, we got pizzas. Yeah.
Which was pretty good pizza.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And then
okay.
we went to in Columbus we went out. We went to that bar Pins. Mm-hmm. That was fun.
Dude, mini bowling? Apparently I'm the best.
You took it serious, man. I kept looking at the score because
Yeah.
I was like darting all over the bar, but I was looking at you. I was like, dude, bro's in the high ones. Like he's crushing.
Well, I had an advantage because everyone else was blacked out.
Yeah, so you were dialed.
Yeah, so I was like the sober one, and I was just destroying them.
You really did take it to him.
Because it's literally, you can just fucking pitch it.
And then what ended the game? The lady we were playing with, the lady and her boyfriend that we were playing with,
Yeah, she fell.
she hurt her face. But like there was no cuts. She was just embarrassed or something.
It was like one of those falls where you're so hammered where you forget to use your hands to protect your fall, so you use your face instead.
That's when your like motor function's not working proper.
Yeah, when you fishtail on concrete, I think that's the time to call it.
And I got thrown out of the bar, which I haven't been thrown out of a bar in so long.
It was
felt
awesome.
so good to get thrown out.
For being drunk?
Not for being drunk, for doing something stupid while drunk. They have a slide at this bar. So it's like 2.5 stories high. It's a big building. And they have a metal slide that goes down to the bottom. And I guess I've talked to other people, and this is a very common thing to try. I had like a tall IPA, and I was like, I bet you I could slide down with the whole beer and like have the whole beer when I get to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then, but deep down I knew that wasn't going to happen. And then I got into the slide and took that first turn, and the whole thing just shattered.
Yeah.
And then I just swooshed to the bottom. But I got lucky. It was like minimal cuts. And then the manager was just at the bottom, and he looked all tired. You could just tell he's been dealing with dumbasses for like 5 years. And he was like, you have to go. And I was like, for sure. I was like, I do for sure have to go. And that's my favorite thing about getting kicked out is when you're cool about it.
Oh, you're like the coolest about it. And dude, it's so funny
Thanks,
because
man.
first I was like, because after it all happened, I'm like, yeah, why do you have a metal slide in the bar? It's fun. I rode the slide. It was fun as shit. But then I was like coming, like she fishtailed, and I was like, all right, time to go. And so I'm going, and I look, and I see just beer running down the slide, and then you just standing there looking around.
Yeah, looking for people to notice my stupidity.
Yeah, dude.
I just want to be seen.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
So switching gears a little bit, Ron DeSantis announced he's running, and Trump nicknamed him DeSanctimonious. It's too big a word.
Do you know what it means?
I've Googled it 3 times, and I still haven't grasped it.
I agree with you. Because his other nicknames are kind of undeniable. Sleepy Joe, Crooked Hillary.
Yeah.
And he puts the pun before the name, not after.
Yeah.
And it makes it flow easier.
Yeah.
Is there a better nickname for... Well, it's 2 things. Do you think Donald's losing his sharpness when it comes to belittling other candidates?
I think so, dude.
Wow, that was like a superpower.
Yeah.
And then what do you think's a better nickname for Ron?
I don't know, like, stupid bitch, Ron.
That's good. That'll
That
crush him.
sounds like him.
Howlin' Ron? Did you watch the thing where he laughed all weird with
Yeah.
that constituent where he's like...
Here's the thing about DeSantis. I don't, you hear like stuff, you see like articles in the news, it's like talking about like Florida or whatever, but I don't know anything about him.
It's
I've
all
never heard him.
policy stuff. It's all what's going on over there.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about him, or like I don't even know what his voice sounds like, but I hear it's kind of atrocious.
So I've been getting into paying attention to politics again. I've been listening to the Breaking Points podcast. I like it. And I've been hearing more snippets of him talking, and I don't think he's long for the day because
Right.
he just doesn't have the right voice. Like, I think
Yeah.
he's too easy to kind of get annoyed by.
Right.
And that submarines you sometimes. You got to
Yeah.
kind of sound the part.
Yeah.
Like, Donald Trump, he doesn't sound like what I thought a president should sound like, but he's confident.
Yeah.
And then like Barack or Bill Clinton or even George Bush, like
Yeah.
they kind of had like that presidential tone to them.
Yeah.
With differing success, but But yeah, I just don't think Sanctimonious has the voice. Oh, I just called him by his nickname though.
Dude, yeah,
Did it
maybe
feel
it's
good?
working.
Felt right.
Do you know what it means?
Sanctimonious, like to act high and mighty.
Yeah.
Ah,
So maybe desanctimonious is to not act high?
Whoa, he's low, bro. I think he means like he thinks he's like
Yeah.
a good guy when he's really probably a scoundrel.
right. What do you think?
I think it's for Trump, most clever nickname he's done.
Oh, you like it?
Oh, you like it?
No, I don't think it's good, but like if you think of all the other ones, like it's the most like thought out.
Right.
I think that's the problem with it.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Is
Yeah.
it doesn't seem as like gunslinging.
Exact-
It seems like he kind of like was in a room and he's like, man, I don't know what to get this guy with. And then he was like to Sanctimonious and his team was like, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I
but
think
it wasn't
they're-
like when he said like Sleepy Joe or Crooked Hillary and you're like, oh, that just came to him.
Yeah.
That was like genuine inspiration.
Sleepy Joe is insane.
It's
Sleepy
so
Joe.
good.
That's tough.
Dude, Lion Ted?
Yeah, like,
Lion Ted was
Lion
good.
Ted is fucking
very good.
dude. Crooked
Yeah.
Hillary?
yeah, I mean though I guess that's maybe he'll try so hard it's not going to work for him.
I think also like DeSantis doesn't have much of a record behind him. Like you have Joe's old. Hillary has a huge backlog where you can just trash it. We're like,
Sure.
he can say like blah blah. With DeSantis, everyone's kind of like, oh, this kind of new guy.
Yeah.
We don't have the dirt yet.
There's no dirt, so I think that's the problem.
So maybe a name will come.
Yeah, maybe Squeaky Ron.
Squeaky
is
Ron.
sick.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Squeaky Ron. Dude, I should tweet him. I'll be like, dude, how about Squeaky Ron?
If you collabed on a Trump nickname, it's like a credit among credits.
Well, would I be
It's
able to
like
work
writing
in
on
Hollywood
Succession.
anymore?
Yeah.
Or would it bring me to the top?
I think it'll bring you to the top.
Dude, yeah.
Like political candidates hitting you up for thought.
There are like those people, like the people who change like global warming to climate change, like who they change like how the words we use to frame conversations to make it more palatable.
Yeah.
If you could be on top of that, but just in terms of just bullying
Yeah.
potential presidential candidates, I mean, that's the life.
Dude, imagine a documentary about that guy.
I've been watching a lot. I watched Weiner again, the Anthony Weiner doc. That's
Yeah.
a classic.
Yeah.
He's an animal. His sex nickname when he was sending stuff to girls was Carlos Danger. It's kind of cool.
I know a funny thing about him. The person who called him out for all the Carlos Danger
Sydney
stuff.
Leathers?
So it was a guess based on a foot in a picture with his junk.
What do you mean it was a guess?
A smaller gossip website put it out first. And they put a picture of his foot, like nudes had come out of the person, Carlos Danger, but without knowing who it was, that it was Wiener. And somebody put his foot next to a photo of him at the beach.
Wow.
And he didn't even defend. Like they put it out and then it got picked up and he just went straight to apologizing.
He knew he was caught.
Oh, a foot.
Well, foot culture's so huge now.
I know.
We study feet
I know.
like almost nothing else. People are obsessed with feet. Like every female comedian we're friends with, their feet are online.
Yeah.
A lot of male comedians. Like I think Trevor Wallace's feet, my feet are online. I've got a couple reviews.
Did you got
You have a
Wiki
wiki?
feet?
I think I'm on Wicked Feet.
Yeah.
Dude.
And it's like me on the pod when we used to do it at my place, and I wouldn't
Right.
rock like any socks or shoes.
I wish I had a foot fetish.
I wish people had a foot fetish about my feet.
Can you imagine? Dude, I think they do, though.
Yeah, it's weak.
What was your rating?
It was
4 to 5.
4 to 5, yeah, but it's only like 3 people.
Bro,
I know, but I wish
you're
like,
on track, though.
I know it's a good start, and comparison is the thief of joy. But I just
Yeah.
wish like there was hundreds of thousands of dudes just wailing on my toes.
Yeah, I hear you. I think you just got to post more feet pics.
But you want to have a foot fetish.
There's 5 on here. They
Five's
really
not
got
bad.
you.
Yeah,
5
I
pics.
think they've added one.
Yeah, they got 5 pics of you.
Dude, maybe you
Thanks,
could
man.
go back to doing stand-up in flip-flops.
That was when I was really trying to make a name for myself and have my own corner. I remember I was ripped on Adderall and I asked Kyle Kinane, I was like, hey man, do you think it's okay that I wear sandals on stage? He's like, why are you doing it? He's like, are you doing it to like be noticed or are you doing it because it's authentic to you? And I was like, because it's authentic. But deep down I was like, because I want to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
He was really nice.
Yeah, he's
Very
cool.
funny guy.
That's really funny.
I do like what you wear on stage is a tough thing to decide on. I still haven't found like my look.
Dude, that's interesting. I was thinking about that yesterday.
It's important.
You look at videos. I was looking at videos of myself on stage, and I was like, "Oh, my shirt looks too big," or you know what I mean.
You like the big shirts, though.
I do like the big shirts, but I'm like, I don't know if it works for the stage. But that's also true to big shirts are true to me. Mm-hmm. And then I also don't want to copy what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, you want to have your own thing.
Yeah, everyone seems to go with the cool jacket, be like leather, denim, shiny material.
People always look terrible in their specials because they overdo it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like something they wear often. And I don't like it when it looks like a one-time thing.
Yeah. I always liked what Louis wore.
I was going to say Louis was the best. Just the black t-shirt and the jeans.
Yeah. And boots.
And there was something about him being so like I know he's got like his lowbrow humor and stuff, which is all fucking hilarious. But like he was such an ordinary guy. So when he'd have these mind-blowing ideas, you're like, he's just an ordinary guy, but he's thinking about things in like such a cool way.
Yeah.
And it all fed into itself.
Yeah. Bill Burr dresses well. Mm-hmm. Is my nose red?
You think you got sunburned today?
Yeah.
I like a little sunburn.
Pink.
It's pink.
I think a little sunburn is actually attractive.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know what that is in me, but I like a little sun kiss.
You see a little pink?
Yeah, let's flip the screen on him.
Yeah.
It's just a little. It looks good.
Oh, thanks.
It's like highlighted.
I hope AI comes up with something for skin cancer by the time
It's pretty like curable, I think.
the only thing about it is they have to cut deep.
Yeah.
So if I have it in my nose,
You might have like a little like
Oh, you'll have a
divot.
thing.
I'll have to get reconstructive surgery.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I might get some work done.
Now I feel better about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Luke Skywalker. He got a new hand.
So many do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke did it.
Although he fucked up his face in a car accident. That's why his face looks different.
Wilson?
Mark Hamill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thought Owen Wilson for a second. I don't even know why my brain went there.
But you want to get work done?
I was thinking about it.
I know. Can we talk about it?
No,
Okay.
too embarrassed.
I'll tell you what mine is, and maybe it'll make you tell yours.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to do if I have the money.
Yeah.
And it's very embarrassing.
Go.
Ball rejuvenation.
Whoa. No,
I
mine's
swear
still
to
more
God.
embarrassing.
Then that, dude, my balls droop.
I got grandpa
Is
balls.
that a thing? They make him droop less?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. They'll fucking take the exit. Because, like my balls are, like, if they
Longer
end
than
here,
your
the
dick.
skin. No, the skin, dude.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the
It is longer than my dick,
skin.
for sure. But, like, like, I just have this skin.
Right.
How much is that?
I don't know. But I know, like, I looked it up, and it is a thing. But I got to get a good health insurance that covers
Do they have to
elective.
put you under for that?
Yeah, it's a surgery.
Wow. So you're going to get wheeled into like the operating room
100%.
and you're going to watch the clock spin until it's all black, then wake up 2 hours later with some swollen balls that in a couple months will be perfect.
Will be perfect.
It's worth it.
It's embarrassing to me.
You know what's crazy though, dude? Is like that sounds crazy, but I think it's just as crazy to do nothing. Like check the stats on people who get things done. Most people are like, oh, those are unhappy people who are doing those things. I don't deny that, but I think most people are unhappy.
Yeah.
I think at least these people are taking steps to feel better. And it is a superficial world. And 92% of people, according to some stat that I saw, who knows, I'm sure there's countering information, 92% of people are happy they got whatever they got done. Like they're happier.
Yeah.
Are they happier in like a deep, like Ram Dass, like spiritually understanding way? Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
What does it even mean? You feel better, you feel better.
Yeah.
Because my balls are only out intimately. Like, I don't, they're not out every day.
It's not for everybody. It's not public consumption.
But when I really felt it when I went to Wee Spa. You're naked with the boys, and that's all I thought about. I was looking at everyone's balls, which is
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
That's what's weird too, is when you think you got something you want to fix, it's all you see in other people.
Yeah.
Your eyes become like laser beams. You start judging the
jealous of
whole world by
balls.
that thing.
And then Allie brought it up, like, without knowing that I have a thing.
Said he had droopy
a
balls.
girl will kill you with that stuff.
Yeah, she's like, your balls are so droopy. You have so much excess skin.
Whoa.
Ali Makovsky's his girlfriend,
Yeah.
very funny comedian.
And that
Straight
hit,
shooter, and she'll shoot you straight.
yeah, like I'm sitting there naked. Like, how much more intimate do you get? And she hits
Yeah.
you with, like, it hurt.
Dude.
Ladies get away with murder when it comes to commentary on our sack and peas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I don't think my beehole's as good looking as it could be.
You can get that tightened up.
Yeah.
Or bleached.
I got a guy.
I think you got a guy?
Yeah, he's over in Topanga. he tightens those things up and gets some nice color on them. You'll
Yeah.
have the butthole of your dreams, and
I want-
it's like $5,000, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I want like a really symmetrical balloon knot.
Oh yeah, shape is that's what a lot of people are chasing right now.
Yeah.
They want that symmetry,
Yeah.
and they can make it work. They
Yeah.
don't add new lines. It's about reconstructing the lines you already have.
Yeah.
Because it's a muscle, right? So you can define it.
Yeah, you can get under there and you can move the tendons around a little bit, and you can
Right.
just tighten that hole up.
Because I usually hit my girlfriend with a mangina. Loves it. I hit her with the goat, a fruit bowl, which is where you're bent over. She wasn't as stoked. Now I know it's because of my beehole.
Oh man, that's
You
gotta
know?
hurt.
Yeah, and I'm like, now I don't even want to bring up pegging.
But don't even be embarrassed, because like 32% of people who get it's all good. It's all good. 32% of people who are getting their buttholes done now are men.
Right.
And that's just self-reporting.
Yeah.
So I think it's something where it's a little more the norm for women to do it, but a lot of guys are doing it and they're feeling better about themselves.
Yeah.
And when I go to Equinox and I look at the buttholes, I'm like, these aren't normal. You should not be 65 and have a butthole like that. Like, they're pristine.
If you're insecure about your beehole, do not go to Equinox.
No. All those
Yeah.
guys are getting their buttholes done.
Yeah, and they'll spread them too.
Well, why would you? If you're going to pay for it, show it off.
Yeah. I know. I went to the steam room one time. There's this guy just like bent over, just spreading. He was showing his friend Frank, but I saw it too, and I was, I couldn't. I had work to do that day, and I didn't do it.
No, it sticks with you. Dude, I want to talk about hangovers, man. They're brutal, bro. Ohio, waking up the next day. Here's what you do: never ever get blasted drunk the same day you did chest, because you're gonna wake up sore the next day in your pectoralis majors, but you're gonna be all anxious from all the tequila you drank, and you're gonna think it's a heart attack for the next 2 days.
Oh, that's what happened.
That's what was going on.
Oh, your chest was on fire.
Yeah, and then my shoulders were sore too, and then like you look up like symptoms of a heart attack, and it's like chest pain that spreads into your arm, and you're like, oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm feeling super janky over here, man. There's definitely some tightness. It's like, yeah, it's your muscle fibers rebuilding themselves. And I'm like, no, it's my artery going kaput.
Right.
So I just think if you're going to get blasted that night, stick to a leg workout. I wouldn't go upper body, but if you really want to get some hypertrophy in on your limbs, just stick to the arms, dude.
You know, I asked my dad what a heart attack feels like. It feels like, he said it feels like a balloon inflating in your chest.
And I guess they hit more in the center.
Yeah.
I was feeling most of my stuff off
Yeah,
to the
right
left. Yeah. The heart thing, it grabs you here. It's like someone's gripping you right in there. Can't wait. I'm
You don't-
psyched for when it comes, dude. I'm pretty fired up.
Yeah, dude.
You don't fear it?
No, it's like the ultimate rush.
I haven't recently. Aneurysm. That's all I think about.
Bro, terrifying.
Those are.
Scary motherfuckers, dude.
Can I tell you what I've been watching every night before I go to bed? Near-death experience accounts on YouTube.
They're good.
Dude, they're good.
People having some
'Cause they're all
aneurysms.
Yeah, well, they're all similar where they're just like, it's the best thing ever. And you're like, I hope this is legit because it sounds sick. They're like, I left my body and I felt fucking great. And I'm
they're
like,
bummed to come back.
yes, they're always bummed to come back. You know why? Because this world is like, this is where you learn shit.
Yeah.
You got to go through shit here to learn shit. That's why our souls come here.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just a journey of discovery.
Yeah.
So that when we get to the next plane,
Yeah.
we understand and better appreciate it more.
Yeah. Well, it's like you're just, according to these accounts, you're just pure energy and consciousness without all the ego and all that shit. And apparently emotions just sing. You know, if you're happy, it's just shining.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
I ain't buying it, but that sounds nice.
Dude, I read a book from this neuroscientist.
Okay.
Who's,
I like those words.
yeah, he had bacterial meningitis.
That'll
He was
get
in
ya.
a deep coma. His brain shut down from the meningitis. And he had this near-death experience. And it's called Proof of Heaven. And he's like, and then he comes back and he's like, it's legit.
Okay.
And he's a neuroscientist.
All right.
Just throwing it out there.
I like it. Hey, we need it. The world needs it. We got to feel good.
Yeah.
To me, you're just like this, combination of blood, bone, muscle, some synapses, a little electricity. You're stumbling through life trying to figure it out. Everything you don't want to have happen, it comes at you at some point, and then it's over.
I mean,
Yeah.
How's that sound?
that sounds horrible.
Yeah, brother. Dig in. Enjoy it.
Well, you gotta let some
Enjoy
wonder
it.
in your life.
Yeah, no, a little wonder is good, dude.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
wonder, because, like, what is it?
Yeah. I like to leave myself open to the possibility that, you know,
That's our yin and yang.
life
for
after
sure.
death is fucking sick.
At the baby shower, we had to write down like a few words about life for the kids, and I was hammered and didn't remember. But I guess I wrote down, "Life is brutal but eternal."
Do you see what I wrote down for him?
Yeah, what'd you write?
I wrote down.
I remember some.
I hope you aren't scared of AI, and I
Good.
hope you never forget Burbank.
Dude.
There's some other more meaningful ones in there, but I was particularly proud of those.
Yeah, and for traits that you hope they get from the parents, you said, my girlfriend's centeredness,
Your confidence,
her confidence in my
vocabulary.
vocabulary. Hell yeah. Hey, that'll be a sick kid, dude.
Oh, and I said I hope you read as much as your dad.
Oh, that's nice.
And I wrote it down. I'm like, I hope this doesn't, because it wasn't sarcasm.
No, I didn't feel
It was because you do
sarcastic
read
at
a
all.
lot. But I was like, writing, I hope they don't think that's like.
No, that's the thing. Anytime you're sincere,
Yeah.
I always feel like I'm taking a shot at someone anytime
Yeah.
I'm sincere.
Yeah.
It is scary though. Dude, I talked to some AI scientists. I flew up
that's
to the
right.
Bay.
Yeah.
And I wanted to interview some scientists. And I think it made me accept that AI is coming, that you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Any kind of technological revolution, we can freak out about it, but someone's going to do it.
Yeah.
And if it works, it's going to keep expanding and keep growing. And we can try to curb it, but we don't even know what it's going to be. But it made me less afraid of it too, especially on the art front where people are like, it could replace art. And I'm like, yeah, but I think people really do want the human endeavor to be a part of it. That's what makes us connect to it.
Yeah.
Is that we know it came from a human, and that's what helps us relate. But then I don't know, dude. I saw fake AI girls on like an Instagram account. They were beautiful, man. They looked just like real people.
Yeah.
But the fact that when I found out they were AI, I didn't want to look anymore. So I think that's the scary part is the fakes, is that we won't know what we're looking at.
That's what I was thinking about. It's like when people are able to use it and then trick people.
Yeah, you could have a lot of writers who are churning out great books, and it's like Barry Bonds on steroids. We're like, it's so fun to watch, but it's like, but was it like ethically gained? I don't know.
Yeah.
We need some kind of like thing that checks and is like, this had AI on it, this didn't have AI on it.
Right.
But these scientists, they're very naive to like the corporate exploitation of it. Like they're like, I'm like, well, couldn't like greedy people use this to just make money and to disenfranchise more people? And they're like, maybe, but I mean, why would you think like that? I'm like, well, because that's happened with like everything else. And then I
Yeah.
feel bad for being negative, but then I'm also like, but you're not thinking about something that will undoubtedly happen, because they're just so excited by the science of it.
Right.
Like this one dude, he was like, look, the universe is expanding and growing and learning, and civilization is expanding and learning and growing. They're open-ended systems. And he's like, I'm trying to design a algorithm that will grow without me, and that'll be its own open-ended system. So he feels like he's part of this chain of creation where like the universe made him, and now he's making a universe that will exist on its own. And hearing him get so like captivated by that process, I can understand why it feels special to the people working on it.
Totally. It's like a new frontier.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like he's going to make an algorithm that will develop its own algorithms. He almost feels
That's
like a
crazy.
father watching their kid, be better at whatever sport they put him into than they ever could have imagined.
Yeah.
Like you're like, maybe my kid will hit a jumper, and now your kid's going between the legs from the free throw line. You're like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
I got it there. But it actually took away some of my fears. But I think like anything it'll hit us. We won't know what to do with it. We'll all get whiplash, and then we'll catch up and try to figure out how to deal with it. But
Yeah.
it is going to be a huge disruption.
I think that what we're about to enter into is the same as the plot of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Like, but like which part of it? Like, will there be dinosaurs?
No, I'm saying AI is the dinosaurs.
Oh, shit.
And we're trying to contain the T-Rex. but that fucker's coming out.
He's coming.
But then Chris Pratt's gonna come in and take care of it.
Oh, the later
New
ones.
ones.
Yeah.
You did the new ones? That was a mistake, dude. He lost us, dude. We both got bumps simultaneously. We were like, oh, dude, wait, what? Chris, you mean Sam Neill, right?
Yeah, dude.
That's good for the younger listeners, though, for
No,
sure.
I mean Newman from Seinfeld.
Yeah. He was hilarious in that.
He's great. I love that guy.
He's a good actor.
Wayne Knight.
Funny dude. Should we answer some cues?
Yeah, I was thinking about this. I'm like, do we have cues?
Do we have cues? Dude, we could always go back to just some writers' ones. I could read some.
Yeah.
Should I just do that?
Guys, I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we're on tour. We're doing Appleton, Wisconsin next, Fort Wayne, Indiana next. We got a bunch of fall dates that were just announced. We are out there. We are on the road. The shows are fun. Get your tickets.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have a blast every time. It's a party.
The Q&A is always popping.
The people are wonderful.
Yeah.
They're sweet. You meet them afterwards. They're all good folk. They got kind eyes.
It's a good sense of community.
You really feel like you're a part of something.
If you want to connect with other stokers, come to the shows.
We've seen that. We've
Yeah.
seen. I've looked at a table and like, all right, all 4 of you are friends, and they're like, none of us know each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys all look like you grew up together. We're cast in the same CW show. Like,
Yeah.
you all look like homies. And they're like, no, it's brand new. But they're sharing beers.
Yeah, dude.
They're sharing a thing.
You can get your tickets at chadjt.com. We're also brought to you by the legends at Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pure, for looking after our hogs, for making sure their dinks are looking fresh and clean, because Father's Day is coming up. Dude.
I'm technically a dad. I didn't even realize on Mother's Day, like, I was supposed to get my girl flowers because she's a mom now.
Wow.
That tripped me up.
Yeah.
This is my first Father's Day and my last Father's Day where I'm not a father.
Yeah.
It's both.
Yeah.
It's a little Schrodinger's cat of me being a dad.
Yeah. But dude, you have pubes.
I do.
Can you imagine if your son brought you a Manscaped lawnmower 4.0?
I mean, you dream about stuff like that. Being a good enough dad that your kid cares to, help you out with your grooming sitch. I hope I raise him to be that kind of kid. No pressure, little one.
Stokers, you hear how proud he sounds? You
mean,
could do this for your dad.
Yeah. My dad straight up when he found out, because back when I was in high school, it was cool to shave the whole thing, take it to the bone. But we were using razors, which was terrible because you get bumps.
Yeah.
But then my mom was like, your dad's been shaving his pubes because he found out you boys are doing it. Like, he was like, he didn't want to fall behind the times. That's a true story.
Yeah.
He was all like, oh, okay, well, I guess my mom was like, what are you doing, Tommy? And my dad's like, the kids are doing it.
JT, I got bumps.
Yeah, he's like, he wanted to be part of the crew. You didn't have to do that, Dad. You're always in the crew.
If you want to be part of the crew too, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code GODEEP. Make this Father's Day one he won't forget with Manscaped. We're also brought to you by the legends at Rumple. Rumple, what up? Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the pod. Rumple is brought to you by the coolest dudes ever. I love them. They bring you the best blankets, durable material, outdoor material. If you, my girl and I, we watch movies with Rumple blankets and we feel good. We're chilling. It's like a sleeping bag on your body, that cool feeling. It's the sickest, most durable, go everywhere blankets to exist. They're made from sustainable materials. Rumple recycles plastic water bottles to make them, so they're helping protect the ocean. They're durable and they pack down super small, so you can take them anywhere with you or keep them in your car in case of emergency. Dude, aren't you fired up on blankets, especially when you're like with your girl?
Dude, blankets are... It just completes every experience. You're on the couch, you're watching TV, that's cool. Add a blanket to it, now it's special.
And imagine if you have a blanket and you're watching like Succession with your girl with a blanket and you know that's made by the coolest dudes.
You feel like you're in a painting.
And you're helping the environment.
And you know the painters, they're good guys.
So if you want to do that, go to rumple.com/GoDeep to get 10% off your order. Or use code GODEEP at checkout. That's 10% off your first order when you head to rumple.com/GoDeep and use code GODEEP at checkout. All right.
It's music, dude.
Let's get back to the show. All right, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, guys. So this week we're just going to go back to reading some of these. Ooh. Girlfriend is a crumbler. Hey guys, over the last few weeks, I've accrued a sneaking suspicion that my girlfriend is a crumbler. Crumbles the toilet paper over folding it. It seems the clues have been in front of me all along, but I finally begun to connect the dots. What tipped me off was when she comes over on the weekends. She typically stays in my place Friday to Monday. The toilet paper gets burned through faster than usual. My dumpage doesn't increase on weekends, so I knew that couldn't be. Once I thought that she may be using a lot of TP, I quickly realized that whenever she uses a napkin, paper towel, etc., she crumbles it up, causing there to be major inefficiencies when cleaning, drying the target area or body part. There's tons of reasons why crumbling is barbaric, but above all, it's wasteful to this beautiful planet of ours. I think I've got a series of questions with this one, and I'd be truly grateful for some input. 1, how should I broach the subject to get down to the truth? 2, how do I get her to see the light and come to the folding side? 3, please God, tell me you guys aren't crumblers. Bro. I got to quote Gandhi here. This woman brings her child to Gandhi, and she says, hey, tell my little one to stop eating sugar. He eats too much sugar. He must have been a little...
Fat.
Yeah. And then Gandhi says, come back in a week. She brings the kid back in a week, and Gandhi goes, yo, stop eating sugar. And then she goes, why'd you make me wait a week? And he says, because I was still eating sugar. So while I agree with this guy, I can't give the advice he wants because I am a crumbler.
Me too, dude. I didn't know that was a faux pas.
Yeah, man.
I crumbled the shit out.
It's first world shit, bro.
You guys are both crumblers?
Yeah.
So folding's the way to go?
Yeah. Isn't that a little dainty, though?
I
Yeah.
fold.
You fold?
Never not folded. Maybe when I was like 5.
Well, did someone teach you to fold? Or did
I don't know.
No
No, you
one-
know, my brother's a crumbler.
Yeah, no one ever taught me how to shit. Like, my dad took a rain check on that lesson.
Well, my parents wiped my ass till I was about 12. And then
And they crumpled it?
I didn't even pay attention. I was always just kind of in my own world.
Yeah.
I was looking out, dude. And then I was looking forward ahead. And then one time my stepmom got mad. She's like, why are you still wiping his ass? And then my dad's like, I can't do it anymore. Sorry. And that was
And your
it.
dad's a surgeon, so he knows what he's doing in tight quarters.
Yeah.
And, like, he can be super exact with his movements.
Dude, isn't that hilarious that at some point you had to ask someone to wipe your ass?
Yeah.
I would be like, Dad?
I knew, dude, this dude from Def Leppard lived in my neighborhood growing up.
Wow.
And his kid would come over. He was the first vegan kid I ever met. And he would come over with his nanny, and he used to take a shit and then scream out from the bathroom. He'd be like, Esmeralda, come check my butt. And I just look at my brother, like, yo, this kid's odd for days. And she would just go in there and just scope his butt. And it was crazy. He had already had one of those butthole rejuvenation surgeries, too.
Wow.
Yeah, they start young, these Hollywood types.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I know.
A vegan rejuvenated butthole.
I never saw it, but I have to imagine it was nice.
Green.
Easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. I look, quickest solution to this, because I can't tell her how to wipe her butt. That's not up to me. Is you just got to talk to her, man. Just go, babe, look, because it's a relationship, man. You got to have open lines of communication. That's the bedrock of a lasting relationship. So I just straight up ask her, like, how do you wipe your butt? And don't sound judgy about it. Don't be like, how do you wipe your butt? You got to be like, how do you wipe your butt? Just real neutral. And then whatever she says, don't react. Just hear her out. And then just show her your butt and how nice it looks. Because I do think the folding's probably gentler. So there's aesthetic benefits
Yeah.
beyond the, climate benefits.
I was thinking too, he's got to talk to her, but I was thinking he should be a little bit more aggressive about it. Like, babe, are you crumpling your toilet paper? Every time you take a dump, you use half the roll.
Yeah, dude, you just got to get in her face and tell her what fucking time it is. And be like, hey, if you're going to be burning through this much, like, I need like $100 a week from you.
Dude, one time I was in college, and we were at my house, cream pie, and these girls came over to like watch The Bachelor or something, And this one girl, this small blonde, she goes in the bathroom, comes out. My buddy Mason goes in, and he comes out of the bathroom. I guess she forgot to flush.
Oh,
and
whoa.
he goes, yo, some chick just left. He goes, no, he didn't say some chick. He goes, yo, someone just left a heater in there, and everyone's saw her come out, dude.
Oh, poor thing, dude.
Yeah, she's sweet, dude.
That's kind of cool, though, you know?
Yeah.
You don't expect that kind of, like, power
No.
from a little vessel.
Yeah, just come. Yeah.
She's got a lot to her.
Yeah.
She's substantial.
She pushes.
Did she hang out for the rest of the night?
Yeah.
Oh, because I heard she transferred schools and just dipped.
No, that's what really happened. Yeah, you're right. I just felt bad for her. But she literally
She
applied
changed
to.
her name. I heard she's in Witsack.
Yeah.
She's got a whole new thing going.
Yeah, she was going to go to Pepperdine, but then she said, no, I got to completely change my identity. So she went to Middlebury.
Homies with shitty response times, breaking up friendship. Hey, what's up, Stoke Lords? Congrats, JT, on the Michael Bublé of babies. Oh, that's a clever turn of phrase. Super fired up for these cherubs to receive a lifetime of infinite wisdom from you. That's nice. I have a conundrum. My best mate and his dank-ass wife recently moved to San Diego from London. Going deep, going global, baby. And for as long as I've known him, 15 plus years, he's been dog shit at responding to texts or calls. Now it has rubbed off on his dank-ass wife, and with the time diff, I live in Berlin, it's basically impossible to communicate with them. For the first time since I've known the guy, I'm right on the cusp of just giving up. Loads of our group of homies feel the same and lost patience a while ago. What wisdom could you wizards share on how I can approach and resolve this beef? Much appreciate. Update, these motherfuckers even met you guys at the San Diego show. Sounded sick. Keep killing it, guys. Oh yeah, I remember these guys. Yeah, they were nice. Here's my thing, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to break up with them. I think they've already broken up with you.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
Like I think they're sending a clear message, and it's. I don't even think it's coming from a bad place, but maybe they just want to kind of start fresh. And it doesn't mean they don't have love for you, but that love may be morphing into a more retrospective kind, and that's painful. But and you can tell them, and it's very sincere, and I would respect it if you did. Like, hey, this relationship, this friendship means a lot to me. I'd appreciate a little more correspondence and a little more thoughtfulness in your timing and how long you take to respond. But I don't know. Is that what you want to do? Do you want to chase? I would let them go. And then if they come back, that's beautiful if that's what you want. But I think it might be that time in life where you just let them go.
Yeah. You just, maybe just one text Alvita saying, you know, because he's in Berlin.
What did you say?
Alvita saying.
What is that?
It's German for, I think, later.
Bro.
Right.
Danke for the good times.
Avita Zing.
Dude, isn't German a crazy language?
Yeah.
Every time you hear it, you're just like, whoa.
Norm Macdonald has that great bit. Have you seen it?
No.
He's like, everyone talks about what a great speaker Hitler was, that what a captivating public speaker was. And then every time you watch a clip, he's like, ein, nein, schlein, nein. It's just like, you know, like,
Yeah.
like difficult sounding, harsh kind of vibes. Yeah, it's tough, man. Friendships are tough. But like, it's normal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't make it any easier, bro. All right, one more maybe?
Yeah.
Dude, this might be the heaviest email we've ever gotten.
You ready?
Yeah, strap up, dog. My lords, anonymous, of course. I've been dating my girlfriend for about 6 months now. We're both 26. I'm much hornier than she is. Leads me to getting sexually frustrated. What do I do?
You get a mold of her vagina and you turn it into a fleshlight.
Perfect. Problem solved. Keep it moving. Focus on other things, homie.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's crazy to get an email like this too, right? Because, like, I never heard of anything like this before.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it kind of shakes you up
Yeah.
to know that a dude wants to bone and his gal doesn't want to bone as often. That's crazy.
Dude.
That's crazy. I mean, this is one of those cases where you got to talk to her and say, look, if I'm not getting it 6-7 times a week,
Yeah.
I can't function.
Yeah. What, no blowy in the morning?
I know. Do you love me?
Yeah.
I have my expectations.
Yeah.
There's people out there who would blow me in the morning.
Yeah.
They're called prostitutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been there every time, if I'm being honest. It's tough, man. You can have an honest conversation, be like, hey, I'd like to have sex more. But look, it falls to you. Here's the hard part, is you can try and seduce her more often. You're going to get rejected a lot. So can you handle that? Which I can most of the time. But sometimes I'm like, hey, I'll take a little break because, you know, I just don't have the spirit for it right now. But that kind of is the dude's job, is to, and look, it goes both ways. I did have a partner once who liked to have sex more than me, and I felt a lot of pressure, and that made me less sexual too. So it can cut both ways, but I don't know. You just got to beat off and try to be seductive and take care of stuff around the house and talk to her about it.
Yeah, you know, I did these things where I felt that way before, and I was like, well, I just got to become sexier. I got to do sexier things, like sexier behavior. I got to like chop wood. I started chopping wood. I started wearing flannel. I grew a beard. I started riding a Harley. I'd get in fights. Manly shit. And then I was getting blowies in the morning.
I know. That was a crazy time for you, though, man.
Yeah, I fucked up a lot of dudes.
And plus, we get
I
merch.
ruined a lot of lives.
You hurt a lot of people, bro. Like, the ER was packed.
Hey, when you...
Jaws were getting snapped.
Dude, when you bring the hog out,
And
Daddy
even,
don't
like,
play.
people would send us merch, and you didn't have any room in your place because of all the firewood.
Yeah,
And you don't have a fireplace.
yeah.
So I was like, what are you doing with all the wood? And you're like, I'm just chopping it.
I'm just chopping.
And I was like, well, at some point, it's got to burn.
Yeah.
Which was kind of a metaphor for the whole thing.
Here's the thing, though. My balls are drained.
You were feeling good.
Yeah.
Like, you were maxed out on getting sucked. Yeah, I mean, dude, your work slipped a little bit too, because you were
Yeah.
max effort
Yeah.
on being sexy, and you
Yeah.
were hitting it. But was it coming at the cost of other parts? Like, I remember you didn't surf for a month because you said that's for pussies,
Yeah.
and we didn't work for a month because you said that's for pussies.
I took Zooms from my Harley, and I'd be like, What? Your sound's not working. Hang up.
And you were on like 1,000-pound bike with one hand in the air while you're doing 95 on the 405. It was a little bit dicey. But literally, I see the girl behind you just like rubbing your body the
Yeah.
entire time you're zooming. And I'm like, well, he's getting what he wants out of it.
I was getting Jade off on every motorcycle ride.
Dude, yeah, you got to just, yeah, what do you think he should really do if he's trying to, he's kind of just got to accept, right, that their sex drives are different?
I think he's got to accept it. I think he's got to. Because I've dealt with this too. I think you have to try and. I mean, dude. I mean, he could J off. That helps. Just Jing off. Just letting your jizz go. But I think also, like, I actually did read a book on it, and learned about this stuff. And like, I actually, in one relationship where I was frustrated, I was like, hey, let's do a sexual moratorium. Let's not bone for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, shut it down.
And then that made her way hornier.
Yeah, go on strike.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then it not much really transpired after that. It kind of went back to normal pretty quickly after that.
That's the thing. People have their baseline. Like,
Yeah.
you can get them horny for a day or two, but people are there. Dude, also, you know what you should do? Is just talk to married dudes.
Yeah.
Like, dudes who have been married for a while, they've made their peace with this for the most part.
Yeah.
They'll be like, they go a while without sex and they just get that that's part of it. And look, some couples aren't that way. I'm not saying that's the norm, but like, there are people out there who are hornier. But in most relationships, the numbers go down. That's just that's why you got to like the person, because you got to
Yeah.
be hanging out and enjoying each other while you're not Dude, also, sometimes what I'll do is like, sometimes it's not even that I want sex. I just want intimacy.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, hey, we don't have to bone, but like, let's go like touch each other and like lay in bed and like look at each other and talk and just be just you and me connected. But it doesn't have to end with one of us nutting. And I think that can give you a lot of the same thing, and maybe even in a more nourishing way. And it can feel less demanding than sex.
Yeah.
Because it's sweet. You're just like, yo, I just want to connect.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing, is you just want to feel connected to your partner. But there's a lot of ways to do that besides nutting.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me my favorite, board games. Number 2, though, nutting.
Yeah.
Nutting for sure.
Nutting is nice.
But a little Trivial Pursuit, that's a little tough to beat, dude.
Yeah.
That's tough, man.
Dude.
It's hot stuff.
Fuck.
What do you think, dude?
I've gone on both sides. 6 months. It's a little weird.
Is that how long they've gone?
That's what it said. They're both 26. They've been dating 6 months.
Yeah, that's a little early,
That's
and they're a
sketch.
little young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the only part that hit me is like, oh,
I
that's
forgot
a
about
little
that.
gnarly.
That should still be hot and heavy stage.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you for the most part, doing intimate things. But at 26 years old, I don't think I could ask for that.
Yeah, or even known that's what you needed, or how.
Totally. And I would feel corny being like, let's just look at each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Watching my buddies getting it. It's hard to like, so
Yeah, you can't. That's the thing about it too. You can't brag to your friends about it afterwards.
no.
But you know what? Some friends you can. If you got
good
some cool
friends,
friends,
yeah.
they'll get it. Like you'll be like, bro, we were just super intimate, and like we were just like cuddling and holding each other and like sharing secrets. And your boy's like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. There's a few.
But if it's new friends, you can't be like, bro,
Sick.
just like gently caressing. They're like,
you didn't know.
they're like,
Let's go,
okay, dude.
dude."
Okay, dude.
But SSRIs. You'll never want to have sex again.
That's true. You get medicated, dude.
Dude,
Take
yeah.
care of that depression. You'll never nut.
That's a huge one.
That's an interesting thing with SSRIs, where I've had buddies who are like, I don't know if I want to get on it because I can't nut, and I'm with this girl now and I can't nut when I'm with her. But I'm like, you didn't have a girl before you got on them, so you weren't nutting then either. Now you're at this frustrating point where you're like almost across the finish line, but you're not getting that final release. But I don't even think you'd be there had you not gotten the mental stuff
I
taken
go
care
through
of.
this argument all the time. So I'm SSRI'd out the game. Very low horniness, like overall. And I used to, I mean, also age, but still, just like not as horny as I was. And people are like, why don't you just get off of it? I was a wreck. It's like, what's worth it? Like being an anxious, depressed wreck who nuts a lot, or not anxious, not depressed, and not nutting as much.
Yeah, you got to do the cost benefit analysis.
Totally. And I'm cool. I'll tell that guy if he's
SCBA.
listening. I'm cool not nutting as much.
That's part of the collective bargaining agreement. You're going to nut less, but you're going to be more people are going to want to nut with you because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nuts are more special.
It's a better nut.
I think that too, when you're not as interested in the nut, when you're not craving the nut so much, then you nut more.
Totally.
It's
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
It's like a classic case of something scientific.
Yeah, I think
know?
you're right, though.
Yeah.
People want to nut with you when you don't care too much about nutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, just love her good, dude.
Yeah, because
Love her good. Love her holy.
Yeah, I remember when I'd get frustrated, you just kind of like, you have this desperation, and then you're just kind of like,
I start knocking stuff over.
yeah.
I don't even know I'm doing it. I'm just like, bang.
Yeah.
And There's
Yeah.
like a lamp on the ground.
Yeah, and then you just, when you have to like ask for it, it's so,
See, I don't mind that.
you don't mind asking?
I'll be like, yo, can we please have sex?
yeah.
I'll
Oh,
be like, I need to have sex. Can we do that?
oh, that's a good way of asking.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I had like a pouty tone.
That's what it is. Like, can we please have sex? But I'll do
Yeah.
that one once in a while too. Like, can we please fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it's okay to just be like, hey, I'd really like to have sex right now. And then the key is how you respond to them saying no. If that's
Yeah.
if you get the yes, that's easy. Go
Yeah.
have sex. But if they say no, I think you just got to be like, okay.
Yeah.
I think the hard part is when we get the no, sometimes we're like, because it's tough to ask.
Yeah.
So you feel deflated afterwards.
And then when you get the no, you feel like, oh, am I not attractive enough? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But you're beautiful.
Thanks.
You're like one of the most handsome guys ever.
Oh, dude, thanks.
Real
and,
quick.
And Mo's very handsome too.
Thanks, dog. You both too.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're very handsome.
When you ask, like, I need to have sex right now, and she says yeah, is it awkward sex?
No.
You can get right into it?
I think so, yeah.
Because because I've done that, and then it's awkward, like almost appeasing. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I
Totally.
think, dude, what I think it is sometimes like people are in their heads, and I kind of think of it as my job is to not be in my head. So, however it comes to pass, I have to snap into it and be present, and not only focus on their pleasure, but focus on my own pleasure. And if I can do that, if I can focus on what feels good to me, I think it actually opens them up a little bit, where they feel a little bit less looked at.
Yeah.
You know, not in like a selfish way, but honestly, like just
No.
trying to like, okay, well that's what it is. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then, but there is moments. I've had those moments where I'm like, what? But I'm pretty good about being like, okay, no, it's like however it happens is how it's supposed to happen, and I'm not judging it based off like what like if I wrote the perfect version of it, what it would be. Just
That's good.
just be accommodating, I guess. And then be a beast, bro. And then when she says yes,
Just fucking.
you take off your sword, you put it down.
And you pull out your other sword.
You pull out your other sword, you put it down. You take out both handguns, you put them down.
You clap cheeks.
You take off your Kevlar vest,
Mm-hmm.
put away your smoke grenades, put away your, satellite cell. Tell the squad leader you're going to be out of commish for the next
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 good minutes, though.
Hey, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds of distance bone, then you are a man, my friend.
Fuck, that's funny.
Fuck, dude.
Fuck, man.
Fuck, bro. Bro. Broski. What's your beef of the week?
Dude, my beef of the week. It's this parking garage downtown.
The worst.
Went downtown, beautiful area.
It's a fucking war zone.
I went down there, I was like, this is horrific, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
brutal.
was overcast too. Felt like I was in the Matrix, you know, the really shitty parts of the Matrix where they're in like a subway, it's just so dirty. It was like that where it was so like it was just so sad down there that I thought I was in a dream. You know what I mean? And then I went to this parking garage because I had to park. I went to this parking garage. I parked in this parking garage. It was all creepy because it was just random. And then I went there and I parked. And then I was going down the stairs, and then they're like, the stairs to the first floor were blocked off. They're like, this staircase is closed. And so I took the elevator down. And then I went down and I was stuck. I was like stuck down there. I was like, hit one door, couldn't exit. Hit another door, locked. I went out another door, and I was alone in an alley downtown. And not only that, it was fenced off. And so I looked to one side, I couldn't get through the fence. And I couldn't get back in the door either. So I was freaking out. So I ran to the other side. I was like, please let there be a door here. There was a door. But I thought I was going to die for a second.
Yeah, of course. I started getting a little panicky just hearing that.
Yeah. It was scary.
You got trapped, bro.
I got trapped.
Horror movie.
And then, so to go back in the parking garage, I just went up the driveway where cars go. I was like, I'm not fucking messing with this, whatever's going on here. And I got out of there quick.
No wonky labyrinth.
Yeah.
I heard a solution for the potential housing
Oh, yeah?
unhoused crisis.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm taking this whole cloth from Crystal on Breaking Points, dude.
Oh, nice.
I'm listening to it. I'm going to be regurgitating it for a while.
Nice.
She was saying because now commercial office buildings are kind of losing a lot of
Empty?
tenants. They're getting empty. She's like, you can convert that
Yeah.
to affordable housing.
Dude.
Pie in the sky dream, but let's do it. What's stopping us? Let's do it. Hit me up in the DMs with what's stopping us.
It sounds like a good solution.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It made sense to my simple brain.
Yeah.
I was like, let's hit it. Dude, my beef of the week, I got tons, dude. Peptides, why'd you turn on me? Getting old, bummer. Hangovers, it's part of getting old. Don't like the way that feels. And then this one is going to piss some people off. I've been trying to go to the restaurants that are recommended in the towns we travel to. A lot of people in Cincinnati were saying you got to go to Skyline Chili. They do spaghetti with chili there. It's a fast food establishment. And I know this hurt a lot of people's feelings in the crowd, but it's my beef. It sucks. Now, a lot of people said I should have got the chili dog. I got to tell you, I don't want to. But if I go back, I will, because I want to honor your guys' cuisine. And I know I've been hard on Ohio on this thing, but I'm hungover and I've been kind of in a, I actually feel great, but I've just been combative. But yeah, I think Skyline Chili is really bad. And I don't want to sandbag any of my friends here who didn't want to join in on this trashing, but Chad wouldn't even taste it.
Yeah, he got the Skyline Chili, and he's like, "Hey man, you want a bite?" And I looked at it, and it looked essentially like someone took a crap on some spaghetti. I was like, "No, dude, I think I'm good."
He went to Jimmy John's, bro, and they had a killer chicken Caesar wrap. That thing was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
That
Did you
was
tell
really
Strider? Because Strider was telling us to go to Skyline, right?
Strider was the one who like put me over the top. I was like, all right, I better try this.
Did you tell him about this?
I told him it sucked. Yeah, he laughed. He's not taking it personally. He's not from those parts.
Yeah.
I loved Ohio. It was a great place.
Yeah.
But Skyline Chili, the crowd was like, boo, get the Coney dog, get the Coney dog. And I'm like, dude, like, okay, I will. Next time I'm here, I will. But I got the thing that people said was the thing. It was the spaghetti with chili. And I'm just saying, like, it might be fine, but to all those people, have you had regular spaghetti?
Yeah.
Because that's really good.
Yeah.
Chad, who's your baby of the week?
My baby of the week is, dude, red wine vinaigrette. I love red wine vinaigrette.
delicious.
I love tang, dude. I love tanginess. I love that bite, the vinegar bite. And I like red wine vinaigrette the most. It's got the perfect tang. Put on, if I get a salad from Whole Foods, put olive oil and red wine vinaigrette on there. It's the best.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Dude, my baby of the week is being drunk.
Yeah.
Hangovers suck, but being drunk. You guys are both sober, huh?
Yeah.
I dabble.
I'll tell you what's better than being drunk, though, being sober. Living that good life. I've been going to SAA meetings, so I'm getting sober.
Yeah.
I got a couple of days off from the pornography, feeling pretty good.
Nice.
Telling my truth in the meetings.
That's cool.
See, like, famous people in there once in a while. That's
Yeah.
almost not fair.
Yeah.
They shouldn't. They have.
They should have famous meetings.
Yeah. I think there
They
probably
do.
is.
They do.
Yeah, they need that.
Yeah, they do.
Because when you see someone like super famous in there, you're like, bro, like, and I've seen famous people where the stuff didn't get repeated, but I get worried about them.
sure.
I'm like, yeah, because that should be one place where you can be totally honest, but you're like, you have a lot to lose, and anything you say, like, it could be gossip in no time.
Or you're not going to say anything because you're afraid. And then
Right.
what's the point?
And then why do you go if you can't be honest? So yeah, I feel for them. But yeah, I was drunk a couple times and it felt good.
Yeah.
I like when you're feeling that chaotic energy, but you still color within the lines. Like you don't do anything destructive.
Yeah.
You treat people well. Maybe you're like a little like Jack Nicholson, like demon in your eyes, but you don't like cross the line. That is a good feeling. When you wake up the next day and you're like, I didn't do anything fucked up. I think I was actually nice to people. That might have been good for me.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling. Chad, who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is the sun peeking through the clouds. It's been cloudy here a lot. I'm pissed at it. I'm like, why are you doing this? But then when the sun peeks through the clouds, it lights up your whole day. Literally and figuratively.
Dude, I gotta say, you're like the sun in my clouds.
Bro, are you for real right
Like,
now?
I'm looking at you right now, and clouds just parted in my,
dude.
like, kind of pessimistic worldview.
Oh,
and I
thanks.
just got this ray of sunshine and optimism.
Dude, can I tell you what you are?
Yeah.
You're the palm tree in my Coachella sky.
Bro.
Just this reminder of sickness.
Dude, I almost went pessimistic there. I was almost like, don't let me suck up all the water. You need to stay hydrated if you're at Coachella.
No, you've got like 6 pairs of nuts, bro.
Hell yeah. Dude, my legend of the week is Kelly and Joanna, the ladies who threw our baby shower for us.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah.
so nice. So
Yeah.
my girlfriend just met these gals at like a health retreat. They stayed friends, and they're like breaded, and they were like, hey, we'll throw you guys a nice baby shower. And it was lovely. It was
That's
such a
cool.
kind thing to do. Human connection. I've really been grooving on some Uber rides lately, getting in there with my drivers and feeling like we're homies by the time we're done. And then this dude Jackson Signet, who is a stoker, he's been influential in the way I'm living my life.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't say yet how, but he's made a lasting impact. So thank
Wow.
you, Jackson.
Dude, that's cool.
Chad, what's your quote of the week?
What's my quote of the week? Let's go with a movie quote that I love. Let's go with a Succession quote. I don't know if anyone really picked up on this, but I picked up on it because I was watching with captions, and they were talking about it was like episode 3 or 4. Spoiler alert! They're talking about Logan's death, and Kendall goes, talking about the funeral. He's like, "We'll make it like Reagan with tweaks." I just thought that was really funny.
That is good.
Reagan with tweaks.
Dude, I was going to do this whole page from that Philip Roth book, Portnoy's Complaint, which is all about masturbation. So I've been like super connected to it. And it was just this beautiful page about him describing his dad's dick. And he really gets into that headspace, you know, when we first see our dad's dicks, how big they are and stuff. And it was so sick, but I left the book at home. But I got a good backup. This is early 20th century boxing champion Jack Dempsey. This is his tips on how to be explosive. He wrote like a beautiful kind of missive on it. And this is how he starts. What would happen if a year-old baby fell from a fourth floor window onto the head of a burly truck driver standing on the sidewalk? It's practically certain that the truck man would be knocked unconscious. He might die of brain concussion or a broken neck. Even an innocent little baby can become a dangerous missile when its body weight is set into fast motion.
Wow.
Dude, to be teaching people how to punch hard, and for your metaphor, you talk about a baby turning into a missile.
Yeah.
That is a cool brain. That guy's brain is geared. He sees everything as a potential instrument of violence.
Wow.
Like, he'd be like, nice backpack. Imagine if you spun it at 6,000 miles per hour, let go of it, and it hit a nun.
Wow.
She might have to meet the man she worships. And he'd be like, yeah, that's probably true. And he's like, so do more crunches. I'm like, yeah, I will.
That's cool.
Good.
That's cool.
Chad, what's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
My phrase of the week for getting after it is, hey babe, can we have sex?
My phrase of the week for getting after it is, I think those burgers are ready to be turned over.
That's awesome.
I cooked burgers today, first time ever.
Dude.
I kind of buried the lead on this whole pod, dude. A guy was helping me.
Stokers, thank you so much for
Yeah, it was
listening.
fun, dude.
Yeah.
We covered a lot. Mo, how'd you feel about it?
I felt very good. It was
Dude,
sick.
I like you on the mic.
Thank you.
got good skills,
Yeah.
bro.
You
Thank
got
you.
good
Appreciate
presence.
it. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
You're a legend.
You too. Both of you.
Thank you. Guys, thanks for listening.
Yeah, love you guys.
If you need advice, these guys are real.